Crypto lovers, what up? How we doing? Enthusiasts as well, how you guys doing? Hope you are having a great day. Today I want to take a look at my gaming plays, all the gaming tokens. If you didn't know, the crypto is very volatile, right? Inside of crypto sector that's probably the most volatile are meme coins, and behind that happen to be, do you know, gaming. Gaming is extremely volatile. It can make you a lot of money, and I think it's going to be a huge narrative in the next bull run. So that's why I'm loading up on this sector, and I'm going to show you the tokens that I am involved in, have positions in, and the ones that I look at as well. I'll give you my opinion on all of them. We're going to look at all the charts, and then probably after that, if we have time, look at the numbers on CoinMarketCap, which isn't always correct, but at least you get an idea of these tokens. Don't know if they're in your radar or not, but they should be. And so without further ado, let's do this. Right, let's start off with one I don't have. Revolve Games, but it's on my watch list. Interesting, BSC. So that's easy. The transaction costs are low. You know, it's funny. I don't know why some people hate BSC. Some people hate it. I guess because this is like scam. But what does BSC have to do with that? Like, I don't know. I don't see it. I think it's a great chain, to be honest with you. And I think even if finance does go down, BSC would probably keep going. It's a great chain. A lot of people use it. A lot of people build on it. But you know, it is what it is. And people are like, yeah, Ethereum. I'm like, are you serious? I can understand it as an investment, but as a chain, it sucks. The fees are just way too high. It's crazy. Anyways, back to this. What we got? $2 and just a smidge under $2, 193 below this yellow line at 0.2 cents, and we're down here. Could this be the lows? Could this be the local lows? It depends. If the rest of the market is pretty much at their local lows or on the way up, then this probably is too. I don't follow it too much. The chart looks okay. I don't like this drop right here recently, but I mean, it has happened. So, and I don't know too much about the project to tell you whether or not this is a bad sign or if this is an opportunity. All right, so let's go to the next one. Veracity. Here's one that's actually a gaming token play. I've been talking about this one recently, letting you guys know what this was all about, and it's because of the tokenomics. It's all over Twitter. Nakamoto Games, isn't that interesting? It's all over Twitter. Another Nakamoto Games one. We're gonna look at that one. Real world asset Rio one. Interesting. I don't think we're going to look at Rio because I think I talked about that one already. If I do this, I'm probably going to see something about Veracity in the $10 billion, one of the historic burning. See, here we go. Veracity right there. Veracity. How did I know? Trias. It's funny. It's good that Veracity. It's good that you look at this stuff, guys. Twitter, X, or whatever the heck it's called now. It's if you know what you're doing, it's a gold mine. There's a lot of good information here on Twitter. You should definitely have it as like part of your sources of information, you know. Anyways, so everyone's talking about that. Veracity is gonna, I think, do well. I think it has the ability to do $1. I know that sounds crazy, but now with the tokenomics, it's really not. It's really not. This would be $1 from where it's at right now. You can't really see it because all my lines, but it's right here. It's right here. Believe me, it's right here. So, and it's been pumping recently because of those tokenomics changes. I mentioned this, so I'm not going to go too much into it, but suffice to say that the tokenomics are now 100% circulation. There's not going to be any more. 10 billion, a little over 10 billion, and it could reach $1. And it's pumping because of that, because that's what the community wanted. And you know what? The owners, the head honchos over there, gave it to him. I really like this project, especially after what I've been seeing recently. As you know, it's been dropping down this whole thing, right? Since when? February 2023, the whole year basically. And finally, it is snapped out of it. Now, guys, this is still a pretty good zone to buy, just so you know. So and it's good to know it's in gaming, so it's in the perfect narrative, and it's got a huge following. This thing could go. This thing, you know, it can go. I'm betting that it can get to a $1, you know, $1. We'll see what happens. Next, Fabwelt gaming play. They have a game called Arsenal. It's on Play Store. It's on you know, one of those gaming platforms for your cell phone. and it's got pretty decent reviews. Not bad. The game looks pretty good. I'm not a gamer, so I can't go that far, but from what I've seen, feedback from other people, they say it's pretty good, and it looks pretty strong. I like this chart. Look at this chart. It's ascending basically throughout the year. Pretty good. Went up really high, and it's come back down. Does it come back down and test this? We'll see. Or maybe this is the local low and it doesn't go much lower. This is the low, the all-time low, right? Like triple, quadruple bottom, and then it just came up. So this is actually a pretty good area where it's at, under a penny, and I think this could do well. It's such a small market cap that, you know, it doesn't take much to make these things pump, guys. Okay, and it's not a bad game. More people are talking about Fab World. It has a pretty decent buzz. Nakamoto Games, this is a bad boy. This is one that you should have on your radar for sure. And maybe, just maybe, we might get the pullback that a lot of us from here at least have been waiting for. I know I have, and I haven't been able to put in the amount of capital that I want in this play, but if it does come back down here, for 38 cents, that would be crazy. 60 in the 50s right here, I'd be buying again. Why not? Because I think this thing has real 100x potential. As like I just showed you guys, when you do this and you see Naka on so many different people's lists, it's like that should be telling you something. Look again here, veracity. I know this is for me, but also what I follow. I'm sure there's gonna be stuff. Anyways, back to this Nakamoto Games. Pretty good. It's just for me that, you know, that I bought less. I can't chase it. But for someone that's never been in it, hasn't been in it yet, doesn't have exposure to it, I say this is a good level, because look at that. We're still off our highs. $8.04. It's at 69 cents, less than $1. And that's nothing. That's not the gains we're looking for. We're looking for 100x, and I think this one can deliver too. Nakamoto Games. If you don't know it, you need to know it. What's wrong with you? Games. I'm just kidding. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with you. Games for a living. This is also on BSC, and as you can see, it's a brand new project, right? But it has a huge buzz like Nakamoto Games, and I think that it can be. It could do 100x too. Now, the only knock on this is the tokenomics are horrible. The tokenomics are so bad that you know, if it goes to billions of market cap, billions of dollars of market cap, it would still be like a 50x. Now, I'm not saying 50x is like, 50x, that's it. I mean, 50x is 50x. I mean, come on. But here we're looking for 100x, and that gives me some pause. I was gonna put more money in, but I think I might just kind of just slow play it, and maybe I have a little bit in. Maybe I'll put in 50% more, or maybe I'll just keep it at that, because I like other gaming plays here better. As far as the other tokens that I'm in, Veracity, I'm in Fab Welt, I'm in Nakamoto Games, and for now I've hit my marks on all of them. I don't plan on putting any more money on them. All right, here's another one. So GFAL 50x, like I said, good chart. Waiting for a pullback as well. Waiting for a pullback to see if it drops down, which it might not. I don't know. If it drops down to here, like 2 cents, I might actually put 50% more, but we'll see. I'll play it by ear. I'll let you guys know. Next, Hello does have a pretty decent buzz. I don't know too much about it. I know, you know, there's gonna be a show, and it looks all glittery, like Hollywood type stuff, and it might, you know, and the graph looks pretty good. So I'm sure there's enough money behind it. I think it could do well. It's not for me, so I don't pick it up. But I mean, I don't think it's a bad. That's why I watch it. I don't watch it too much, but it's not a bad pickup, right? It's not a bad project. I'm sure to do well. I'm sure it'll do well, especially if the show can do well. But there's money behind it, so we'll see what happens. I like other tokens better, but still, it's on a lot of people's radar. I'm sure it'll do well. In a parabolic bull run, a lot of things do well. Here's a play I like. You probably might not have heard of, called Crypto Tanks. It's retro gaming tanks, one-on-one battles and all that stuff. And surprisingly, if you go look them up in the Play stores or the App stores, whatever the heck they are, you will see that they actually have pretty good reviews, and they have a bunch of them. A lot of people play this stuff, this game, and so we are down here. This is the all-time low, right? I thought maybe this was but it tricked me. It went back down, boom, but it came back up, right? And it's coming back down here again, tested it, and maybe now, you know, that this could be the second confirmation. Maybe this is the double bottom and we are at the bottom. I have reached my accumulation, the amount I wanted to accumulate, the dollar amount I wanted to accumulate, so I'm good here. 0.001762 cents. It's less than, I forget, a couple 100,000 market cap, something crazy like that, very low. And it's a very high risk play. It's a very high risk play, but hey, sorry, but hey, high risk, high reward, right? So this thing could go. This thing could just glow. And it doesn't take a lot of money, you know, for you to do 100x, you know, boom. It just goes. So, and buying it at the floor, I mean, you're buying at the best price. But again, it's risky. I like it. I put the amount of money that I wanted in. I'm good. Crypto Tanks is good, and I'm just gonna sit there and hold and wait and see what happens. I would like I would like the community to be a little bit more active. It's just not, and I guess I understand, but not really. Crypto Tanks right here. I would like to see some more activity out of 9,500. It's very little activity. Very, very, very little activity. More other communities are much better as far as that. And I would like to see better. That's one of the reasons why I only put the amount I put into Crypto Tanks too. All right, GQ. As far as the graph goes, I mean, as far as this goes, we're basically in this huge channel, right? Boom, boom, boom. And now we're at the bottom part of this. If history is any indication, we should start going up from here or around here somewhere, right? So, I mean, it might be a good area to buy. I'm still looking at it. I hear a lot of good things, though. I hear a lot of good things about this. There's people that are bullish on this, and I can see why. But I'm still deciding. I don't think it's a bad project at all. I actually think it's a good project. I'm pretty sure it'll do well. But I just gotta feel it, guys. This is not a complete science, right? It's part science, part art. You know, if it was a science, then you just follow a formula completely, and everyone would be able to make a whole lot of money. But I don't know. Everyone has. There's an art to this as well, and so part of it has to be my gut, and I have to believe it too. So. Right now, I'm not just totally convinced, but it's not a bad project, and I could be wrong. I have been wrong before, okay? But that's why I watch it on my list, and maybe I'll put some more. Depends. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a little bit more. Compete. I have a small amount, and I think I'm gonna keep it at that. It's on the Ethereum, Ethereum network. I have to buy it there. Not bad. Chart looks good. It looks like we're playing with this line, seeing if we're losing it, if we're gonna lose it or come back down. But so far, it stayed pretty strong. We lost it. And now we're playing with it again, seeing if we're gonna stay over it. But this is against Ethereum, so you know Ethereum that it's not. I don't know. I couldn't find the USD, the Compete USD chart, so it probably looks different. Not bad. What I don't like about it is they have a tax. They have, on top of it being on Ethereum, which is expensive to do the transaction, then they have like a 4% tax. So that once I remembered that again, once I bought some, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep that amount there, and it's a small little hodl bag. That, you know, if this thing does 100x, because the games look good. The games look good. Community looks cool. I like everything about it. I wish it was on another chain and it didn't have that tax. I would buy more, right? But I mean, it's a good one. That's why I put a little bit of money in it, and it just looks good. I think it will do well. Next one. This one I want to get 1 million because, man, this thing probably can go. Sinverse. Look at the chart. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe, just maybe, this is the bottom. See this right here, a double bottom. Depends on what the rest of the market does, you know. Boom, 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 and we're out of here, off to the races. You know, from the bottom, it's only one way is up, you know. And a parabolic bull run, Sinverse can do very well because the game is pretty cool. Look at the ticker. The ticker is Sin. Sin, as in like do bad things, and people like that. All right, there's a lot of deviance in this world, boys and girls, unfortunately, and better to do it in a metaverse than to do it in real life, and that's one to grow on. Yeah, so people like that, and so it should do well. Look at all the gangster movies that are out, and people love gangster movies. I'm a fan of gangster movies. Goodfellas, Godfathers, they romanticize this stuff. I can see a metaverse dedicated to that underworld doing really, really well, guys. Doing really, really well, of course. And that's why I wanted to, this weekend, I basically filled my bag and I'm riding because I think we're not going to get it, personally, not much. I mean, it could go lower, but this is pretty good. And if it goes lower, this is pretty good, as long as it doesn't go like down here. And I don't really think so, because the people that I've talked to in the community are like, you know, the chart looks horrible, but I can tell you, because I play the game, that it's a good game. The game is fun. The game is addicting, and these devs are building. There are some games that aren't even out yet, guys. And these guys already have their game out, and they're constantly building, making it better, improving it on the fly, on the go, while you can still play the game currently. All right, so definitely check it out. I put the amount of money in, and it's short money for how high this thing could possibly go. Buying it at a good area, I think, in my opinion, and it's pumped up a little bit. Let's look at a little fast right here. All right, boom, gave it back, all-time low. Remember that. Boom, gave it back, and now we're just slightly off our all-time lows. Anything under here, I think, is a pretty good area to accumulate. And 1 million of this could be life-changing, because I can see it go anywhere from $1 to $3. Imagine having 1 million. That's not bad. And 1 million is less than $3,000. All right, that's all of them. I don't think I have time to do the coin market cap and go over all this. It would be too fast. 47% veracity in the last 7 days. Nakamoto Games 22% in the last 7 days. Games for a Living having a tough week, but that's good. That's good because it needs a breather. And we want it to go back down. And look at the market caps on these things. 50 million is high. Nakamoto Games. Good tokenomics. 40% for a game. This is 100% tokenomics. This isn't even updated yet. That's how cool that is. 50 million, 57 million market cap. But that's it. There's no dilution on that bad boy for veracity. Look, I guess I'm just gonna do it real quick. Where are the other ones? Compete 20% last 7 days. But I don't like this. The volume is garbage. 28,000. So that's another reason why I don't like it. Revolve Games is even worse. 6,700. I haven't put any money in this one yet. 1.4 million market cap. Galactic Quadrant volume is nice. 2.7 million, 7.6 million market cap. Tokenomics are fine. 43% for a gaming token. What else? Synverse, 1.4 million. Look at the volume. Almost a million. 7.5. 750,000, right? $750,000 on 1.4 million. There's interest in this game, guys. 53% circulating supply. Good tokenomics, especially for games, guys. So stuff to think about. And there we are. All right, I hope you liked it. If you do, please give a like. That helps. Please subscribe. And if you can, leave a message. What did they call it? Not a message. Leave a comment. I'm so old, guys. I'm 42. Leave a comment. I remember when people really did leave messages. Leave a comment because that helps the algorithms, and I like to read them, and I will reply. All right. So thanks so much. Think about it. Think about subscribing, and if you do subscribe, make sure you do the notifications all on that little bell thing. That would be really cool. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace.